weird, awkward fighter I've ever seen.
Bit more one-sided than you thought.
Nunez went in strange because I've never seen Nunez fight on the back foot.
Because Navarrete can do both.
With Navarrete did impress me. What impressed me with Navarrete, it looked like he wasn't even breathing.
I've never seen him really. He didn't look like he'd broken a sweat.
Navarrete does have a really, really good chin.
He just looks like awkward. And he doesn't really know what he's doing. Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're looking at the recent fight between Emanuel Navarrete and Eduardo Nunez to unify the super featherweight titles, IBF and WBO, that took place in Glendale, USA yesterday, early hours of this morning in UK time. TKO decision for Emanuel Navarrete. Bit more one-sided than you thought. Although they're good.
A lot more one-sided.
Mm-hmm. I think Navarrete just took advantage of his reach and his awkwardness, and Nunez had to close the space, which he did do in the middle rounds reasonably, but he was just getting...
Nunez went in strange because I've never seen Nunez fight on the back foot.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing I was... Because Navarrete can do both.
Yeah, for the first 4 rounds, that's what Nunez did. I don't know whether it was having a look at him, seeing what he's about, and then tasted his power and was like, yeah, maybe not.
Well, I think he did a bit of both. He tasted his power and hit him with a few and realised he's not getting budged. He's still coming forward. And yeah... And Navarrete does have those awkward, and he can change them mid-punch, like the where it's coming from. That awkward uppercut.
Is just the most weird, awkward fighter I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, I think if you just watch him without having watched a few of his fights, he just looks like awkward, and he doesn't really know what he's doing. But then you watch a bit and you think, actually, he's got good footwork, good head movement. He actually has got really good angles.
With Navarrete did impress me. What impressed me with Navarrete, looked like he wasn't even breathing.
Yeah. And he was quite a high pace.
Just so relaxed. Yeah. Really, really relaxed. Nunez showed what a chin, Jesus.
Yeah.
And a body, and heart. It's just... You know, when Eddie Hearn's telling the corner to stop, the legend Chavez is telling the corner to stop.
Yeah.
It says something.
His heart is ridiculous. And his chin as well, yeah.
And I'm glad the doctor should have stopped it the round before, to be fair.
I was thinking that. You were in both because you didn't want him to get like a knockout loss because he doesn't really deserve it, but like he was taking too much damage.
Yeah, I
and you're
understand
thinking, you've lost this fight. You go into
I understand.
They gave 1 round to Nunez.
I understand it from Nunez's point of view. You want to see a fight out. You never want to get their fighters that
tough Mexicans don't give up, isn't it?
No, they'd rather go out on their back.
But I think the amount of damage in the face and stuff, you've got to be sensible a little bit sometimes.
It was cruel.
Yeah.
At some point it was cruel. But he never stopped fighting back and throwing punches.
Yeah.
So you go...
It was competitive, and that's the issue with like stopping it. But I think he was so many rounds behind that like...
I don't even think it was...
And he wasn't going to get a knockout.
I think it was Navarrete was just going through the gears, and Navarrete had a couple more gears to go.
Well, the first rounds, like you said, he started like 23 punches, 25. So both of them had about that much. He's landing a bit more. Then 37 in the third, 54 in the fourth, 65 in the fifth, 75 in the sixth, 75 in the seventh. 8th one was the one that you could probably give to Nunez, but he's still thrown 71 punches. Then 79, then 90. I mean, yeah, Nunez is going up, but he just couldn't keep up with the work, isn't it? It's ridiculous. And I think the 9th should have been the round with it, like to bed. But yeah, I think it's a really good fight.
Good. When it caught fire, it took a while to catch fire.
Yeah.
I think
it took Nunez a bit of time to work him out. Whereas Navarrete sort of started from beginning, and he was like you said, he was going through the gears. He slowly built it up, like round by round, and then about the fifth, isn't it? Fourth, fifth, started warming up, and they're throwing like a lot of punches. It's fifth to about sixth, seventh. It was to the eighth, because I think eighth I gave to Nunez. It was there, but ninth, I think Navarrete just put a bit more on it.
And it just showed as well, because they had so much respect for each other as well.
Yeah.
That you can still have extreme respect for each other, but still
put on a really good contest.
Punch each other as hard as you want in
the
face.
Well, they were before and after in all the thing. He was really respectful, isn't it?
I think Nunez said Navarrete's a bit of a hero to him. And you kind of saw that in the first couple of rounds, actually. You were like,
that's
are you a bit starstruck here?
Yeah. But yeah, then it changed after a little bit.
But yeah, Navarrete's just big, powerful,
awkward.
Picks his punches really well. Looks slow but isn't. He's always in range.
He manages to get in, hit you, and get out before you can counter. Because Nunez was trying to counter, and he caught him with a few, but it was always when more glancing than full on.
The problem is you can be out of distance, which is fine, but you're not going to land anything. You get in close against Navarrete, which is where you want to be, but in the middle is that danger area where Navarrete is absolutely brilliant. And you stand in that danger area for longer than a footstep.
Your face ends up like that.
He'll throw
lesser fighters would have got
5 or 6 punches on you, and
in the blink of an eye. He's deceptively fast.
It's that danger area. Tony Bellew talked about it against David Haye. There's a danger area that David Haye was vulnerable to, and Navarrete likes his opponent.
He's the danger in that danger area.
That area. He can keep him at range. Close in. He still fights well off the ropes as well, Navarrete. But
he doesn't stay there that long. He can get in and he can do a bit of movement and then he's out.
That uppercut of his is just vicious.
It's so awkward and you can't see it. It's
a great body punch as well, Navarrete.
Yeah. Quite a lot of
really
Nunez was really going for body here, but even Navarrete's done really.
Yeah, because you're trying to slow Navarrete down, and I think they've learned it. Navarrete does have a really, really good chin. I mean, it didn't even look like he had a mark on his face.
And you consider how many punches Nunez as well. I mean,
and Nunez is
many, but he landed a lot, and he's big puncher.
As well,
no, he caught him with through. It just had less effect. I think that's like he was a bit more nervous because he took a bit of time, like he was starstruck getting in. But I think he was more trying to work him out. But Nunez has just kept Navarrete has just gone through the gears. And Nunez, when he has caught up with him, but it's just like it's not had the same effect. Every exchange, Navarrete would come out of it better.
Yeah.
Even if it was less punches, he'd have the better ones. But it was usually both. And it's not like Nunez wasn't thrown. He'd throw 4 to 5. It wasn't like he was only patting him. It was like...
Some of the corner... I was just laughing my head off at some of the corner comments. Like Nunez sat down at one point in the corner and went, you took too many punches there. And you're thinking, yeah, no shit.
yeah. Like, tell me something I don't know.
I don't want to hear that. Tell me how to stop it.
Yeah.
Apparently Nunez doesn't go in with a game plan. He just listens to what his corner tell him.
Telling him you're taking too many punches, isn't that useful? Tell him how to stop taking so many punches.
They didn't. I mean, obviously it was getting translated into all in Mexican, so I don't understand it. But from what they were translating, it didn't sound like there was much instruction there. You usually hear corners and you say they're like double up on the jab, throw the right hook.
Yeah, he's doing this, do this. He's going to his right or he's going to his left. But
there didn't seem to be anything.
He didn't really change the style through the fight.
Well, apart from the first 4 rounds he was on the back foot, and then I think I had him 6 rounds down, and then he kind of changed it and went on the front foot. And
he started from like the 5th, but then he was still behind because Navarrete was still going through the gears, and then the 8th one he's doing.
I don't know whether they were hoping that Navarrete was going to tire, just let him have the first few rounds.
Not really. I don't seen him really. He didn't look like he'd broken a sweat.
All right, because Navarrete has had performances that have looked.
He looks like it.
Lackluster.
Yeah.
But in that form and that condition, I think he is definitely one of them. He rises to the occasion, doesn't he?
I think so.
Put that elite in front of him, and he'll, like I say, he was just. I mean, I go to the gym for 10 minutes and do the lightest possible workout to start with, and that's how Navarrete looked at in round 11.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, all right. My second wind hasn't it in yet, and I haven't needed to.
Well, I think he is one of them. He raises his game. I think he's had a few where he's realised he's got to go higher, where he's had lackluster performance, or performance maybe not to the level.
But you're going to get that, he's had, 40-odd fights?
But in the last few, I think he's gone...
Name a fighter that's had 40-odd fights and every one of them's been top. There's no one, is there?
Yeah.
Everyone has
their...
They have, it's not that they have their off night, but yeah, they could call it an off night.
Sometimes it's just the style of the other fighter, isn't
so,
it? It doesn't...
like they say, don't judge people on that. Judge them on the performance then and now. Judge them on the performance for the future and now even. Nunez, he go back. He's going to take that eye. Is that about? I don't know. He looked like he put his eye in a mincer. It was.
His face was.
I mean, in that 10th round, he kind of like, oh yeah, they got on top of the bleed and bang, and it just exploded.
Yeah, he should have been really stopped a bit before, but you could understand their point of view because
like he had
he's
a cut
not
here, a cut there, cut underneath. It was
like obviously he hasn't been stopped, so they didn't want to have that. But like, I think sometimes you've got to be a little bit more because obviously he's a good fighter. There's something there, so.
He can come back, he's young enough. He can come back definitely. I think Eddie Hearn in his post-fight interview just basically said, you got beat by the best.
Yeah,
there's no shame in that because I have to say in that division, is Navarrete the best? Yeah, most probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's many people that touch him in that division.
Probably only Shaki Foster's at that level. Having a look through, yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see. Yeah, we want to see.
Nunez was like the
Navarrete Foster. Yeah, that's a great fight. I think the winner of Kakachi Dickens
will probably be the one they take first.
And if it's Kakachi Navarrete are quite similar,
I was just going to say that's the guy that would be.
But the problem with Kakachi, this is 37, 38. I don't know whether he could live with the pace that Navarrete.
Yeah, you'd have to control the fight, but you suspect that Navarrete would control the pace.
Kakachi's a big super featherweight.
Yeah.
Just like Navarrete's a big super featherweight. That'd be a good fight. That's if Kakachi gets through Jazza Dickens.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main one you'd say is Navarrete or Shaki Foster. Navarrete would fancy that.
Yeah. I think he'd fancy against any of them.
Yeah, like I said, I think he's the best in the division.
Yeah.
Could he move up with the size of him? Yeah. Some big fights up at lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
It's some huge fights at lightweight.
Well, yeah, then you're in like the beasts, aren't you? So there's a huge number. Well, we don't know where Shakur is, but you got Shakur, Murataya, Javonta if he's wherever he is, but we don't know. Zepeda, Cruz, Mason, Schofield. Yeah, and there's more.
I mean, Navarrete or Shaki Foster is a massive fight. That is a massive, massive fight.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to move up in weight. He doesn't look uncomfortable at that weight. I don't know.
He didn't look uncomfortable yesterday. Earlier on in the fight, no, he didn't look uncomfortable. I think, you've got the fights there, depending on what happens with Kakachi and
I mean,
Dickens,
it depends if he wants to unify the division or does he want to become a 4-weight world champion? I'll go for you.
Well, actually, the lightweight titles are available, aren't they? Because the WBA and the WBC are vacant.
There's a couple.
Him versus Pader or somebody like that would be.
I don't know, but when you're making that much noise and in the weight division you're in and you're doing really well, why move up?
I think a unification
I'd say move up if you've cleaned up the division. You haven't cleaned up the division, you've beat Nunez, but you've, like you say, you've still got Oshaki Foster, you've got Anthony Kakachi. I think Anthony Kakachi's like ranked number 3 in that division, even
he's just after Navarrete. Foster's number 1. Well, Foster's number 2. But
got Ray Ford, he's trouble.
You got Foster, Navarrete, Kakachi, then Nunez, Conceição, Hernandez, Suarez, Ford, Jazza Dickens, and then Garner. So there's quite a lot of fights in there. Ray Ford is a good fight. I think there's that Sultan Zaubek, who's not the Kazakh fighter.
He doesn't need to move up because he's still got big fighters.
Oh, there's enough fights in that division.
What is he, 32?
31, 32, isn't it? Yeah. Check 31 at the moment. Yeah, I think because the problem is there's quite a big jump.
He's going to have a nice rest now. Kakachi Jazz is in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Wait for the winner of that. Fight them in.
Well, Shaki Foster has called
July, August.
I didn't watch it. Yeah.
And then you've got 3 belts. If you win, and that's an if. But my money would be on Navarrete in that division against anyone. He just looked absolutely.
Yeah, I think Shaki Foster's been calling him out in the winner of the fight.
Get that, mate. That's a big fight, that, That is a huge fight, that.
I think you could do both. Is there? But yeah, the biggest fight of this was Shaki Foster and Navarrete, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good fight, that. That would make an interesting debate, that fight.
Yeah. And then the winner of that, even if it's the other way around, then the winner of that versus the winner of Kakachi and Jazza Dickens for the undisputed. Be quite a good.
Yeah, you could get an undisputed in that division.
Yeah, by the end of this year. So
yeah,
let's look forward to it. And there's other fights there, isn't it? So you could have one in between each of defenses and do. But yeah, I think that's the one that makes sense for the level Navarrete is and Shaki Foster is. And Kakachi, who they got in their division. You've got a few in the WBA still, isn't it? There's plenty of good fights there.
Yeah, there's like I say,
so they can keep them warmed up, so they can have another defense and do, or whichever way around.
He doesn't need to, though. He can just sit and wait.
No, Navarrete doesn't. I mean, like if it's Navarrete or Shaki Foster, then whoever Kakachi, the winner of Kakachi and Jazza Dickens, could have somebody else, isn't it? A defense, and then. Yeah, and then later in the year make that. So they could make in the summer, and then you can make like September, October time.
Yeah.
For the undisputed, which would be quite cool. Yeah. And good points. The undercard. Well, yeah. Let us know your thoughts on the fight, the performance, when it should have been stopped. Yeah.
It's going to be hard to pick fights of the year this year already.
Even fights. That was pretty damn good.
Yeah, but performance of the year. There's some great.
There's already loads.
There's great fighters
at the end of.
Yeah,
he just started March. Yeah, hopefully it'll continue throughout the whole year. Then I'd rather have the difficult decision than be like, yeah, it's only that one. And there's some upsets and stuff as well, isn't it? So, right, where was I? I'm just going to pull up. Here's my boxing thing results. Oh yeah, let me go back. And on the undercard of this, there was Emiliano Vargas and Agustin Quintana, Argentinian fighter. This was a really good fight as well. Vargas started well. Then Quintana started to come back into it. And then Vargas had to raise the level again. This one was stopped in the 9th round out of a 10th round fight.
Very prematurely stopped.
Yeah. And Quintana again, another tough. Well, Argentina, we've said before.
I don't think it shouldn't have been stopped.
Yeah, I think it should have been allowed. I think this is, he didn't need to be stopped, and he was still in it. Vargas was winning, but I think Quintana's still in it.
It was the cut that was stopped. the blood wasn't going in his eye. His eyes went swollen. He could still see out of both eyes. He wasn't taking punishment. That was the difference in, if people say, oh, yeah, but, the
difference between this and the Nunez one. Nunez one was basically closed, and he was taking a lot of punishment.
And he was...
And he didn't really have a chance of winning.
No, he was...
Whereas Quintana was still in this.
And Quintana would turned it round, to be honest.
Well, I think when it stopped, it had gone back a bit. But yeah, I think this was a bit more...
It's a story. His face doesn't tell the story, like the commentators said, and I think a rematch should be ordered straight away. Because it's horrible to go out like that when you know that you're still well in the fight and you can still compete. That's when a stoppage becomes.
I'm not sure.
It's hard to swallow.
I'm sure a rematch. I think Vargas was winning, and he was winning, but it shouldn't have been stopped for the sake of Quintana was in it. He could have stopped him because he's still got his power. He was carrying his power, and like you said, it wasn't like the Nunez situation, which really should have been stopped around before. This should have been allowed to continue because he was still capable of going. I think it's a bit premature.
Oh, well, premature.
Yeah. But if it was 12 rounds, I could understand it because, 3 rounds going, he was taking a bit. But like for a 10 round, when he's only got 1 round, it's a bit unfair on him to have.
Because I deeply think he
was in the fight. He still had a chance of winning.
And he thought he could win. And yeah, he could have.
He could have, yeah.
So... yeah, I mean, you can't blame Vargas. It's nothing to do with him.
Decision.
But it's funny how people do blame the fighter sometimes, weirdly.
He's not the one who stopped the fight.
But yeah, I'd like to see a rematch, to be fair.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be against watching it again.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, I think it turned back into Vargas's favor, and he was winning at that point. But it was still close. There was a chance of it going either way.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I would have let it go. But it's the Nunez one. I would have stopped around earlier. I think this I would have let it go.
Yeah.
As much as you want to watch the Nunez one was really good, but there was more damage. This one was not in that.
I think a rematch should be done. In my opinion, I'd like to see the rematch because it was just a good fight as well. So I'd like to see the rematch again.
I don't think from the result, but it'd be good to see it again because it was a good fight, and it went it went one way, then another way, then it's twisted back. So it's and I think if you're building a fighter up like Vargas, this is the type of fight you want to put him in because he's got to come through the adversity to get there and a tough opponent. So I think it's good for him for that. And then there was no on Quintana. Yeah, I think they shouldn't have given him I think he goes to the 10 rounds. I think he loses, but he's gone to the 10 rounds. So it would have been done. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think on this fight and the first fight, Navarrete and Nunez. But the stop there. But do you think there's a premature stop? And do you want to see the rematch? Just for the sake of the fight, I don't think it's a rematch for the sake of the results. I think the result was there, but I think it's rematch for the sake of the fight. It was a good fight. Both of them were really good fights. But yeah, you got 2 Mexicans and then here a Mexican and a Mexican-American and an Argentinian, and they don't give up, do they? So it was like the fighting and it was really, really
a proper night of fighting.
Yeah. I forgot to do results, isn't it, on the first one? Oh. Who did you have? Nunez in the 11th round. So you got the right round. Just the wrong person. I had Navarrete on points. So we can call it a draw.
Weirder, because I think Nunez was favourite going in.
I think he was a little bit. On our post, he wasn't, and Navarrete was.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I will tell you how much.
It was,
I was checking it earlier.
When I saw Navarrete on the scales, though, I was like,
Yeah, from our poll, it was 73% for Navarrete and 27% for Nunez. But I think a lot of other ones did have it the other way around. I mean, we've got knowledgeable fans because, like, we've got Garcia one right was 71-29. I think we've got most of the fights. The only one I think was the Nick Ball one we got wrong. But we had it close, 57 to 43. Well, even our fans had it the other way around, 57. But it was closer, 57 for you. Zayas, we got right.
Great fans.
Oh, the other one we had was Murtazaliev and Josh Kelly, which was 73 to 27. Shushu, we got right. That one hasn't taken place yet. Keyshawn, we got right. Our fans got right, sorry. Shakur, our fans got right. We had 69 to 31. So, Atoma, that hasn't taken place. The other one we got wrong, Murataya and Cruz. But yeah, I think a lot of people had that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's a bit back and forth because they had Mateus as well. So we had 4. The fans have been, but they got better. They're learning, as are we. Garcia, so
but that's what we want. We want these fights that are, you don't want it, 95% to 5%. You want...
Well, that's the difference in it. The fights are being made now, so there's a bit more even fights. Like, this is a good
50-50
fight.
On paper, I mean, it's different when you get in the ring. Like, Shakur Lopez, on paper, you'd be thinking,
50-50.
But it was just I don't think anyone gave Lopez a round.
Yeah. Well, I think some people
same with this one. To be honest, I think I give Nunez 1 round, maybe 2 if I was being generous.
Well, I think some people give him 2,
but it doesn't tell the story because they're still close fights. But you've got to score the fight.
It's close rounds.
Yeah,
but there's one ahead, so it was competitive. The same as Vargas and Quintana.
Competitive fights is what you want.
Yeah. So it was because it started a bit and then they've changed and then gone back. And even in Navarrete Nunez has got back into it. So it's a competitive fight. Is worth watching. Is good. But yeah, we've had a good start. 2 months of boxing. So how long may it continue for the other?
Oh, we shall see. After some of the fights that have been getting made, I doubt it. Jesus.
Well, you knew it was too good to be true for the last thing. But I mean, hopefully that'll be good. We can hope. But yeah, this was good. And this was it's Vargas' super lightweight in it. Super lightweight is hot. Vision. Let's see who's in this. So yeah, this is you got Shakur number 1, Dalton Smith number 2, Richardson Hitchens number 3, Keyshawn Davis number 4, Teofimo Lopez number 5, Puello number 6, Russell number 7, Barbosa Jr. number 8, Sander Martin number 9, Subriel Matias number 10, and Adam Azim number 11. Where does Emiliano Vargas get into this? It's a tough division. And the champions are Shakur, Richardson Hitchens, Dalton Smith, and Gary Antoine Russell.
He's causing a bit of it's talk for a different time, that division.
Yeah.
There's a few things going on in that division which are...
Well, I think there's a few people going to change and changing weight in it because I think Teofimo and Keyshawn are both looking at jumping up. There's
maybe Hitchens
as well.
There's a lot
and then it opens up a bit, isn't
stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think that.
But it's a tough division. But I think
Max Kellerman was ripping him to death the other day. So
yeah.
And we got our boy Dalton Smith.
Yeah.
No one's going to want to fight him, are they?
Yep.
Him Lopez would be a good fight.
Yeah.
I think I said that last time, didn't I?
Yeah. Repeating myself.
Yeah.
Getting old.
It's not because I want to see the fight.
No, I think that'd be a good matchup on styles. But there's loads. So yeah, I think Vargas has got a little bit to go, but he's going up there. It's good. I think he's got to work through a bit more, but there's plenty of fights in that division, so it's not like you've got a shortage of big fights. Even if a few move around, I think there's still enough to make really good fights.
Loads of fights,
yeah.
And Vargas, he's got loads of fights. There's a lot of people in that division.
He's only 21.
Just work your way through the rankings.
Yeah.
Just seriously no rush.
Yeah, he's got the time on his side, and he's he looks like he's developing well. And like this was a tough fight, but he still got through it well. So it's a good fight. Anything else on that?
Well, good card. Good night of boxing. Eddie
Well,
Hearn.
I think you did call it. You said this is going to be a really good fight when we were looking at the first. This is one of the ones we said, isn't it? Well, one of the ones you said it was going to be really.
Eddie Hearn, proved best promoter in the business.
Good night of boxing. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on both of them. Where you think they go. Who would you like to see Navarrete fight next? And the stoppage. And then who do you want to see Vargas fight next? And what you think of the stoppage and the super featherweight division, the super lightweight division. And
times for them division.
It is. And we shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching and listening.